Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2024 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridge of the Gap spread. And the way it works is we'll get the past, present, and future energies between you and their main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's what the Bridge of the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side, we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel isolated or worried around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so fold out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Five of Coins. So this is actually a Taurus energy here, and it could just be saying that when it came to the long-term stability within the connection, you might have felt that it was lacking. So due to that, you might have felt like you needed to cut your losses in the situation in the past. Now, we do see it looks like they're holding a child there, so maybe for some of you that could have been part of what the issue was around, right? For example, maybe you wanted children and they didn't, or things along those lines, or maybe you felt like they wouldn't contribute to a family atmosphere in the way you would have hoped. But yeah, it looks like either way you saw something that was lacking. You might have felt like the connection had grown stagnant, so you might have actually decided to walk away from it in the past. Alright, past energy on your side, we have the Six of Wands. So, could just be saying that maybe for some of you this could have been a part of the disconnect, because what always stands out to me with the artwork here is we do see there are the 5 birds that are free, and then there's the one that's in the cage there, right? So you might have felt like this person didn't necessarily express how they were feeling to you at all times, right? So that might have left you feeling like you didn't know where the connection was going to be going long term, right? And they might have actually enjoyed the feeling of knowing that you would be more open and expressive, whereas they would hold a little bit back. So that could have been what was causing the issue there. All right. In the present position, we have the Nine of Staves. So Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, this could just be saying that you might still feel a passionate pull toward this person, but at the same time, you still seem to have your guard up because, again, like I said, I feel like you might feel like there's a bit of a lack when it comes to the security within the connection with this person. All right, and present energy on their side, we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, to me, this says that they do have the desire to restart the connection. So yeah, for some, you just could just be saying that the separation already took place, given that that was in the past we were talking about. Now in the present, they might try to come back around. And again, on the one hand, you might still feel a bit of passion for this person, but it seems like the guard is still up as far as you're not sure that your needs could be met long term with this connection. All right, and future energy on your side, we have the King of Arrows. So this is actually Aquarius energy here. And if we just look at the artwork, right, we see the body language, the back turned to the cards on the side. We see they're holding flowers. And then also the arrow representing communication, right? So it looks like you might still have the feelings for this person in the future. But again, back turned, right, it looks like there is no desire on your part to actually to communicate those feelings to that person. Okay, and future energy on their side, we have the Six of Swords. So yeah, to me this says in the future they will try to make an effort, right, to try to restore the balance, to be more open, be more present within the connection with you. So looks like that's probably what you were hoping for from the beginning, right? And it looks like there's some resistance on your part, but I do see that it looks like that's going to be the effort that they're at least going to try to make in the future. Right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Six of Cups. So this is a Scorpio energy here, of course, so this could just be saying that this is more going to be how you're feeling, but more so than that, this kind of stands out to me as a timeline thing, which to me this is that when we have the Scorpio full moon, which will be during Taurus season, that could be when you guys might actually start to feel like the time apart, right? We see the Four of Cups there, which usually represents an energy of disappointment and solitary periods. Whereas here we see the two people on the other side of the stream there with the two cups. To me, it could just be saying that you might spend your time apart, and by the time we get to that Scorpio full moon, you guys might actually feel like you do want to come back together and get things back on track. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, looking at this energy here, well, it's Pisces energy for one, but if we look at the artwork here, I feel like this could be tied in what we were saying as far as you might have felt like you didn't know where you stood with this person, right? Because maybe you'd see it just seemed like they were friendly with everyone, right? So you're like, okay, so when we're here together, right, even if the connection feels great, you might not have known, okay, well, are they really just viewing me as another friend? Do they actually have romantic interest, right? So it could have just been one of those things where you might have felt like you couldn't get a clear read on this person, and that could have caused you to want to withdraw. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle cards deck. Just going to pull a single card from this one. Okay, so nothing's coming up, so what I'll do is actually just put the deck down, and just give me a few seconds. We'll tap in and pull a card, all right? Okay, we'll take this one here. Let me get this out of the way. And next, we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation, this is a single card from this deck as well, and then we'll read the messages from both cards and wrap the reading up with that. And that doesn't want to go back in the deck. So let's see what we got. From the Messages of Love, we have Twin Flame. Okay, it says this is a divine counterpart connection. So yeah, interesting, right? Because that could be saying maybe that's why you do still feel that pull toward the person, even if there's a lot of resistance on your part toward it, right? Because maybe there's just that difficulty, because there needs to be those growth cycles. I'm always reluctant to use that term myself, but that could just be why you feel like such a strong pull, even though you're trying to fight against it. And we have By the Book. There's the artwork, the number's 11 there, so we'll see what this has to say. Okay, the relationship message says getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there as far as the different approach dynamics that it's talking about there, right? And it's interesting too because once I saw the twin flame thing, that made me think back to when I was describing their energy, right? Maybe saying that they didn't necessarily want to express how they felt first. They like to see how you were feeling, where maybe they held back a little bit. I mean, I hate to say sometimes that's something that people would equate with Scorpio energy, right? So that could just be saying that you guys might have been bouncing similar energies off of each other, and that could have been what was difficult about it as well. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.